Good morning everyone and welcome back. How are you all? I hope everyone is staying at home and is doing fine. Did you check out our very first video? Well, I hope you did and you really enjoyed it also because it was a different way of learning. Before we move on to our today's topic, we will have a quick recap. In our previous session, we learned a poem, Harry Be Good. In this poem, the poet is asking Harry to be gentle towards his cat. He tells the boy not to kick his cat, as the cat is not going to thank him for that. The cat was simply sitting on a mat. Further, the poet tells that Harry, if some great giant, amazingly strong person would come and kick him repeatedly, won't you think, Harry, that it is exceedingly wrong? So here we learnt two new words. One is amazingly, which means to cause wonder or surprise. The second one is exceedingly, which means to a great extent or extreme. In the next stanza, the poet says to Harry that he is the only one to be greatly blamed because he serves his cat very badly. The cat was actually quite out of his reach and was under the table. Further, the poet talks about the character of the cat. The cat is very gentle, very quiet, kind and tamed. The meaning of tamed is domesticated or trained. We can say that she was not a wild cat. Moreover, she was a sincere cat. She thinks that you really want to play with her. But our little naughty boy Harry, he just wants to tease her and drive her away. Further, our poet advises Harry that now it's time to go and gently stroke the cat and give her love and not pain anymore. Because animals, they cannot complain just like we human beings can communicate and express our feeling. We have a language, but animals do not have it. So that was all about the poem. Let's move on to today's topic. Today's topic is about poem, stanza and rhyme. So what is a poem? A poem is a piece of writing in which words are arranged in separate lines which often rhyme. Poem also conveys a message to the reader. It also helps us to think or reflect about a particular feeling or thought. A poem can be written on any topic like plants, animals, humans, stars, moons, planets, whatever you like. Now next is stanza. What are stanzas? Stanzas are a group of lines written together. Let me show you an example. Let us take the poem of Harry Be Good. Let us look into this poem. The poem begins with the first line, "Oh Harry, my dear, do not kick the poor cat." And look at the sixth line, that's where the first stanza ends. Would you not think it exceedingly wrong? So these are the group of lines which makes it first stanza. Now the next stanza, it begins with, "And Harry, I think you are as greatly to blame," and ends again with this sixth line, "But why should you tease her and drive her away?" But look at the next two stanzas. Third stanza has 4 lines while the fourth stanza has only 3 lines. So it differs from poem to poem, the number of stanzas. Let us look into any essay, short story or any of the stories you like. Now there you have sentences and group of sentences are known as paragraph. Let's move on to the last topic of the session, rhymes. Let me put it to you in very simple words. Repetition of similar sounds are known as rhymes. Lines in a poem often end with rhyme. I will give you example from the poem Harry Be Good itself. Let us look at the first stanza. Now look at the first line. Oh Harry, my dear, do not kick the poor cat. Now cat is the last word and cat rhymes with the second lines and third lines last word. That is cat, that, mat. Same way as we move to the fourth line, the fourth, fifth and the sixth line rhymes together. Look at the last word of these lines. Strong, along and wrong. They rhyme together. So this is how we find out what are rhymes. This is how we find out how many stanzas are there and which are the rhyming words in a poem. In order to understand better, I have also picked up another poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. Let's have a look at the poem. Children, you can see that in this poem, Bed in Summer, it has 3 stanzas which consist of 4 lines. Now let us look into rhymes. The poem begins with, in winter I get up at night and dress by yellow candlelight. So the last word of the first line and the last word of the second line, it rhymes. Same way, the third line's last word and the fourth line's last word, they rhyme. I hope children you understood what is poem, what is stanza and rhyme. Thank you children